Welcome. This is an overview of this week's top stories expected to keep making headlines in the days to come. It was a bittersweet ending for the Greek crisis. The week started off with a deal between Greece and its creditors, a deal that was reached after a 17-hour deliberation of the Eurozone summit and under the shadow of the no vote of the referendum in Greece. EU President Donald Tusk named the deal Greekmen as opposed to the feared Grexit. The IMF also had a confidential report leaked to Reuters that said that the country would need a far bigger debt relief than the Eurozone partners were determining. The debt relief would be needed if the fund wished to remain a partner in helping the Greeks out of the crisis, the report said. Although he recognized that the deal is far from ideal, Greek Prime Minister Alexis Cyprus defended it, saying that he had fought as hard as possible. We found ourselves before difficult decisions and dilemmas. We took the responsibility for the decision in order to avoid the intentions of extremely conservative circles, added Cyprus, as he called the agreement difficult. The deal brought anything but a sigh of relief for the ruling party as it entered into a division mode. Yannis Varoufakis, after resigning from his position as finance minister, did not support the government during the ratification vote of the agreement in the parliament. 5 more Syriza MPs, including House President Zoe Konstantopoulou, followed his example. The deal passed in the end with a majority vote of 229. That resulted to Eurozone Finance Minister approval in principle of a bridge loan of about €7 billion for Greece. In addition, the European Central Bank increased ELA funding by €900 million, and thus banks are expected to reopen on Monday. France and Finland have already ratified the EU summit deal, and within a week the other countries are expected to vote on it as well. On Friday, Bundestag decides. IMF delegation continues the 7th program review in Cyprus. The so-called Troika of creditors has sent a group of technocrats to the island in order to pave the way for the arrival on Monday of the leaders of the group. Labor and taxation issues, as well as issues on anticipatory funds and non-performing loans, are at the epicenter of the discussions. The successful evaluation will allow about €500 million to be unlocked and managed towards the 5-year European bond that was given in 2010. A source of the Finance Ministry said that it is the last important obligation of a crediting nature. The source added that they have assured that the loans in 2016 and 17 will be manageable. EU Commission President Jean-Claude Juncker is on an official visit on the island. President Nikos Anastasiadis and EU Commission President Jean-Claude Juncker both expressed their will to help bring a Cyprus settlement that will be consistent with the EU. President Anastasiadis spoke with Juncker about the ongoing road out of the economic crisis, saying that they discussed a wide range of methods for Cyprus to enter into the European Fund for Strategic Investment. Anastasiadis touched on energy issues with the EU Commission President and the latest developments in the hydrocarbons energy sector in Cyprus. The Commission President said that Cyprus today is different from 2013. The crediting sector has stabilized. We are ready to take advantage of the opportunities in the future. Cyprus is a place of stability, a steady partner for the EU on the first line, and you are an example for cooperation, he added. Juncker also met with Turkish Cypriot leader Mustafa Akinci and UN Secretary Special Envoy Espen Barth. Talk about rough landings. Turmoil was caused in the sovereign air base of Akrotiri as 2 missiles detached from a fighter aircraft during touchdown. The incident forced all British inhabitants to evacuate the area immediately. The British bases in Cyprus conducted a controlled explosion of the 2 brimstone missiles the following morning. Akrotiri mayor told Sigma Live that the incident is reflecting once again the severe problem the community has to deal with from time to time. Tuesday was the first day of a new era for Iran's relations with the world. P5+1 leaders and Iran reached a historic agreement on Iran's nuclear program, calling for a partial lightening of sanctions in exchange for major limitations to Iran's nuclear program. UN Secretary General Ban Ki-moon welcomed the historic agreement, saying it could help bring peace to the Middle East. On the other hand, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu called the deal a historic mistake. Thank you for watching.